Thank you for buying the EZ Stencil Classic Flames Stencil Pack. In this video, we will demonstrate how to prep, mask, paint, and finish a classic hot rod flame paint job. Before painting, we need to cut out and wash the inside of the body. Trim all 4 of the wheel wells to the cut lines as well as the front and rear bumper areas. Using just regular dish soap, apply liberally to the inside surface. The foaming spray kind makes it easier to get into all the nooks and crannies. Then take a dish scrubber or brush of your choice to scrub the entire surface of the interior. The goal is to remove all of the release agent they use in the manufacturing process, as paint will not stick to it very well. Don't worry if your brush leaves micro scratches on the surface. You will never see them after the surface is painted. Use warm water to rinse away all the soap, inside and outside of the body. Make sure not to leave any soapy spots on the surface. Once thoroughly rinsed, let the body set until completely dry. 5 main flame bodies are included: the main center, a left and right middle, a left and right end, as well as left and right filler flames. Next, we will lay out the stencils in order to find the best placement on the body. EZ stencils are cut into sections to make it easier to apply. Most bodies have a protective clear mask over the outside of them. This allows you to draw a straight line down the middle of the hood with a marker to find the center. Be sure to mask off all windows before painting. Using masking tape will help you to place stencils exactly where you want them. Just apply to the front side and remove the backing paper from the stencil. Lightly touch the tape to the body surface, then flip over to ensure it is placed correctly. If not, then carefully remove and reposition. Once you are satisfied with the positioning, press down the stencil and slowly remove the masking tape, careful to not remove the stencil as well. With the tape removed, press out any bubbles or loose edges in the stencil. Now we can begin to lay out the flame pattern. Space the main flames out evenly. We will use the fillers for the voids. The stencil is applied to the inside of the body, so remember to turn them over to check placement on the outside. Use a marker to outline points of the flames to use as a guide. This will help to line up the stencil when applying inside. Using the masking tape method again, align the points you drew on the outside to the stencil. Turn the body over and check for correct placement. If you're satisfied with it, firmly press the stencil into place and carefully remove the masking tape. After applying the other side to match, it's time to fill the voids with the filler pieces. Place them so that they flow with the other flames and closely mirror each other. Now that the fillers are applied, take a marker and draw lines to tie the flames together, making a complete wall of flame. Try to match the swoop part of the stencil. It doesn't have to be perfect, we just want it to look like it's flowing together. Just like before when laying out the flames, we want to mirror whatever you draw on the left, so that it matches on the right. Apply masking tape to the inside of the body, covering the lines you drew. Then, with a sharp hobby knife, carefully cut along your lines, just deep enough to cut the tape, not the body. After cutting away the masking tape, use alcohol to clean off your marker lines and make sure the flames look like they flow well. Now, let's add the flame stencil to the sides of the body. Use the lower flame lick to tie the flames together. Then using the marker, mark location points for the decal, and apply the decal to the inside. After applying the sides, you may need to trim one of the decals to achieve the flowing line that we are after. To finish the lower part of the side flame, apply masking tape, then use a marker to follow the flow of the flame to end in the wheel well. Use your hobby knife to cut the tape along your line. With the masking tape, cover up all of the areas that are going to be painted with the flames. Be sure to overlap the tape, and that all edges are pressed down to prevent paint from getting under it. Use smaller pieces around complex shapes to prevent gaps and unprotected areas. Now that everything is masked off, press down all the stencil edges, making sure everything is adhered well. Here we have applied the first layer of black paint. Don't worry that it doesn't cover completely, the layers need to be very thin. Thick layers will cause the masking tape edge to lift. Here is the body after 3 coats of black paint, allowing each layer to dry for 30 minutes between coats. We have removed all the mask from the flame area, leaving the window mask in place, and are now ready to start painting the flames. To begin painting the flames, start with the darkest color first. Here we have Spastic Solid Red. This video is not sponsored by them, I just like their paint. An airbrush can be used here, but for those without one, an aerosol can of paint can achieve the same effect. You want to spray the tips of each flame lightly, to make the flame fade from the back to the front. Cutting a slot in a piece of cut-off Lexan can help control where the paint goes. Allow to dry for another 30 minutes. Now we are ready to apply Spastic Solid Orange. Start by spraying over the red, and then fading to the front. A little past the swoop part of the flame looks pretty good. Allow to dry for another 30 minutes. Finally, we will use Spastic Solid Yellow to finish the flames. Cover all unpainted areas, including the orange and red painted areas, with a light coat of yellow. Then wait 30 minutes before spraying once more. With everything painted, and the window mask removed, we have come to everyone's favorite part: the removing of the protective plastic film. It's at this point that the reflective shine really makes the paint job pop. Enjoy the show! Now all that's left is to cut out and add the decals. The link to my Etsy account, where you can buy the Flame Stencil pack, is in the description below. Thank you for watching. And again, this video was not sponsored by Spastic's Paint, but I wouldn't be opposed to considering it. Like and subscribe for future videos.